Hey guys, this is Andy McCann with CrossFit Garage, where routine is your enemy and intensity is king. So I am going to run through the workouts right quick and then take you through them one at a time and give you some insight on what I would be doing or what Josh wanted us to do. So the biggest thing for this week is we are increasing our amounts on our lifts. So be aware and look at the notes at the bottom. If it's a leg or back or basically not arms, then you want to add 10 pounds to your lift. So you're going to take your 3-rep max, find your percentage off of that, so 65%, and then you are going to add 10 pounds so for this deadlift. Some of you may not be able to add 10 pounds right away, so just make a note of what you're adding. But it's sort of a linear progression. You want to add 10 to this and 5 to your arm-based lifts. After doing the deadlift here, which is going to be intense for a lot of us since we're adding the weight, we are then going to use our deadlift here. So you may want to refresh the screen to see if it gives you a new 1-rep max so you can get a new 55% for this scaled option, or you can lift it 225 and 155. Notice here you got push-ups to a plate. That's to help you get to your toes and push up, just not as far, so we're going to scale the distance of the push-up to help you get there. On the other side of it is deficit push-ups. So you're going to put a plate behind your feet or under your feet, so you will be doing a deficit push-up. So take note of that. This one, for me, I would, of course with my knee, I'm going to have to row instead of run, but I would move on the row, or the run, not too tough, but, you know, good speed there, and then get in and try to do 15 deadlifts in a row, and then drop and do 10 push-ups in a row, and then get right back out on the run. So the run would be my place where I'm going to figure out inside myself. I can go a little slower on the run, maybe like save 10 seconds, which feels a whole lot better than standing around for 10 seconds in here. So I can save that time and still be moving through the workout on the run and plow through this pretty quick. So I would use the run to figure out how to have an active rest. I'd also be rotating my arms and swinging my back and anything else I needed to do as I'm coming around the gym going up the ramp. Tuesday is all about the lifts. Again, back squat, shoulder press. If you were in the world of Globo Gym doing the typical guy stuff, you would know that typically you do like Monday, back and by, Tuesday, chest and try, Wednesday, leg, which everyone would skip, and then back and by, chest and try. So this is that kind of idea of back and by. So they're not going to impact each other that much. So your back, lats, and so forth, and your biceps. This is squat, so all in your legs, press, all in your arms. My press is significantly way lighter than my back squat, so this is a great setup for me. Had it been the other way around, I would actually probably get a little bit tired from my back squat. But these are supposed to be intense, which means take your time. Talk to your coach about how much rest you should be having between these. If you can finish this whole thing in under 10 minutes, then you did it wrong. We want more intensity out of you in the one lift, not intensity as in I'm complete and the whole workout's done. I'm speaking too long. So this is accessory work. I got to speed up or I'll never get through. The YouTube will kill my video. On Wednesday, there's a high skill workout. So for me, this would go a lot slower, but I know I need to work on these skill sets. So bar muscle ups is something I'd like to work on. Handstand push-ups, it's something I need to work on. Pistols I can't do, so I would do these, but then I would alternate or switch this out for something else. You have an option for scaling. Of course, it says chest to bar pull-up. Some of you don't have that yet, so do something to help get you to a chest to bar pull-up. Maybe a banded pull-up, maybe a box to bar pull-up, but pull to your chest. So talk to your coach about scaling it. Don't just say, oh, I can't do that, whatever. You want to build to these skills. So doing a bar muscle-up and doing a chest to bar pull-up are tough, but you have to build there. And if you don't do the things that it takes to scale and modify to get there, then you'll never get there. So the cool thing about CrossFit is if you scale and modify correctly and you keep building on top of what you need to be doing, a year from now, you'll be able to get something like a pull-up or something like a chest to bar pull-up because you're continually practicing to do that. Next day, this could be a longer workout if row is tough for you, right? And the toes to bar, it's a lot of toes to bar. So for me, I would look at this row. 1,000-meter row isn't too bad. I can probably do 2 minutes for 500 without killing myself. So I would, take 4 minutes to do this. And then a toes to bar, 75 of them, I know I can't do them all straight, and I would break them up a lot sooner. For whatever reason, it seems like 7 is a good set for me. I tend to get kind of squirrely after that, so I'll probably do them in 6s and 7s. And then dumbbell clean and jerks at 50 pounds. We've been doing a lot of these clean and jerks, so you should, or a lot of dumbbell work, so you should know how you feel on those. Double unders, if you don't have those, move to single unders, but you should be able to cruise through this portion here. So it's going to be the toes to bar really is going to capture a lot of your attention. So just maintain your core and think about how many should I do so that I don't fall apart as I'm getting through this. Oh, and of course Thursday, Mute Sports with jump rope will be there, which is why we have some jump ropes in there. So make sure you bring money to buy a rope, because having your own rope cut to your size is awesome. Okay, so there's 2 Metcons in here. This is going to challenge your endurance, and you really want to push hard as you can. Now, I am going to throw this out there. I had a couple of you guys say when I coached on, was it Wednesday? That, oh, my stomach still hurts from GHDs on Monday. And that is true. If you are not used to doing GHD sit-ups, please do not attempt to do 4 rounds of 20, so 80 GHD sit-ups. That is not something you should do. What you'd want to do instead is maybe do a couple and then move to sit-ups, but doing 80 GHD sit-ups, if you haven't been practicing them and keeping that core form good, or that, I mean, you're releasing your lumbar curve to get into these. Anyway, a couple of you guys know when we talked on the phone or over text, you were asking, hey, what can I do to make my stomach not hurt as much as it does? A lot of it is just come back in and do some more. Do a few sit-ups and then do another workout. That'll help move it off of you. But please, please, please do not be, if you're 6 months new to CrossFit, don't do 80 GHD sit-ups. That is a recipe for disaster. Do a couple and then move to sit-ups. This one right here, max power snatches at round 1, 2, and 3 of this weight. So you're going to power snatch those weights in 3 rounds. So give yourself some rest and max it out. So talk to your coach. There should be a lot of opportunities to go over form, especially with these 2 workouts. There's only a couplet here, and this is a single movement. So you're going to spend a lot of time making sure you get this right. A power snatch is a whole lot easier to get into than a squat snatch. So you should be able to lift this bad boy. And I just added in a reference to your power snatch. You can find your percentages easier, and you can stick a number down there if you want to have your power snatch adjust so that the 1 rep max goes up. Okay, now on to a couple other points. Summer strength is coming for kids. This is for students, middle school students, and high school students. My kids have been doing this forever, and it's a great program. We use Mark Ripeto's starting strength, and then we also use Glassman's CrossFit. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday is Ripeto. Tuesday, Thursday is Glassman. If you've got a youngster you want to get into CrossFit, this is a great place to start, and then we can promote them into regular classes. I usually don't let middle schoolers into regular CrossFit classes unless they've already done this. We used to have a Groupon. We do not anymore because Groupon has screwed me for the last year. It took me going in detail to figure out what exactly, why they did not pay us, but they haven't paid me for a year and they didn't care, so I fired them for a little bit. But they did send me a check, or they are trying to send us a check, so that's nice of them. But yeah, so there isn't a Groupon out there anymore, but if you have friends that want to come check out the gym, I will still create that discount for them manually. But just realize that it's gone for now for a while because they've pissed me off royally. Next is reviews. I still only have a couple of reviews on Yelp. So iPhone uses Yelp to populate reviews. So if you have an iPhone, click on your map, find CrossFit Garage, and put in review. You might have to download Yelp, or you might have to do a couple more Yelp reviews. I think you have to do 3 reviews before it'll actually activate your review. So anyway, if you're using an iPhone, give us some reviews there. That'd be awesome. If you're using any other type of phone and you're using their map program, it usually uses Google Map. And on Google Map, we did get a couple more reviews in the other day from that text, so I certainly appreciate that. We're up to 36. Of course, we had about 20 before our site got attacked and deleted. Yay! But so at least we're above and past that. On Facebook, we've got 137 stars or reviews, so that's pretty awesome. So most people, when they talk to me, say, "Hey, I found you on the internet and I saw all the reviews." So if you could review us, that'd be great. If you can 5-star review us, that'd be great. If you want to give me a 1-star review, I guess don't do that. That would be great. And the event's coming up. So like I said, Mute Sports, May 10th. Memorial Weekend. We've got some different stuff happening. Check out our member-only forum and the events section. Also, as you know, weekend classes are always subject to floating. I try to keep them about the same time, but we don't have a specific weekend coach anymore. So I'm asking the coaches what works for them, and we're getting classes published. So just keep on the lookout for that. I will adjust Wodify. I didn't realize people were looking in here, so I'll adjust that as well as send out the email and post on Facebook. All right, guys, take care.